right.
Welcome back to Developed, everybody. How the fuck is everybody doing today? Oh yeah, today we're talking. Oh. So how are you guys doing?
Right.
Folkart, were you gonna say something?
I'm
Yeah, he's gonna say, "Oh,
You're muted right now.
why am I muted?
You're good now.
Okay. Why was I muted?
I don't know. I don't know why you were muted. Can you guys hear Folkart?
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
One day we'll figure it out.
Yeah. I think they can hear me. I think. If you can hear me, do a thumbs up.
Yeah, do a thumbs up, everybody. I can hear him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not really with us."
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can hear us, smash that like button.
Yeah.
Smash it. Oh,
There you go.
subscribe, and then take it back. That'd be dope. Right.
Chef. Yeah, okay, they can hear us. So what's going on? What have you guys been up to? How you doing?
I've had a pretty big week. I released a recipe. Y'all want to hear about it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So have any of y'all ever tried the? I don't know whether they pronounce it S-Max or Smax, pony on acid.
Yeah, I have heard.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably Smax.
No, I haven't, but I know that liquid.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good commercial e-liquid. I was kind of surprised by it, but I've been working on this for at least 6 months. I come out with a recipe that was similar to it last December, Rudolph on acid, which it was kind of like it, but it wasn't fully developed. But I wanted to release something at Christmas, just to have something out there that people could mix up for Christmas. But I continued with it, and about a month or so ago, I feel like that I got about as close as I could. So I released it yesterday, I believe it was, and it's called Psycho.
I like the name.
You named it after Graham?
I
No,
did.
He didn't, because he didn't go with my name. I'm telling you, dude. Parrots on peyote. That was it. That was. Or how about this? Bronies are flaccid.
How close is it?
Close.
I would say it's probably 90 to 95%. There's one note in the original that I pick up that I don't particularly like. I mean, it's a really good commercial juice for commercial juices, but it's got a very slight floral note to it that I don't like floral notes, and it's really hard to pick out. But if you're dripping it, you can, you might be able to pick it up. In a tank, you probably wouldn't taste it, but I tasted it, and I think that floral note's probably coming from the raspberry or whatever berry that you're using for that raspberry note. And so when I chose something to emulate that raspberry, I went with Real Flavors Yum Berry, but I used it really, really low.
It works. It works.
Yeah,
it absolutely works.
I mean, it's just a hint of some kind of generic kind of a berry, and yeah, it works. It works really good. I tried.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
That flavor is just unbelievably versatile. I really can't believe how versatile that flavor is.
Yeah.
Like I used it in the grape juice in that T-bone, and same way. So like real low, as low as pretty low, not as low as you did, but pretty low, and it just works. It takes on like what it is. It's juicy juice fruit punch, 100%. That's like actually what it is, and it just folds into everything else. Anything else you use, it's along those lines,
Yeah. Do you find that it can take over a mix?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely, but it definitely blends well too at lower percentages.
Yeah. And that's why I used it so low, because I tried it out. I think I started out at like 0.25%, and it was just like, okay, that's strawberries and cream with fruit juice or something. It was really overpowering. So I just kept lowering it, and it fit in this recipe at 0.1%. percent, which is I know it's really low, and you think, well, why even put it in there? But it really does add something to it. But the original says that it's. Let me read it here. They describe it as a psychedelic blend of magical berries laced with euphoric and intoxicating strawberry glaze, delivering a flavor profile experience that will have you craving more. Okay, well, it ain't all that.
Now I want to do acid.
But it is a pretty unique kind of take on a strawberries and cream. It's not just another strawberries and cream. It's got a little bit of acidic note from that pineapple, and then it's got just a kind of a generic kind of a berry in there, maybe a raspberry, and it just bends it and twists it just a little bit to make it more interesting. But it's really good. I think I've gotten pretty close to it. So yeah, there it is. Go out and mix it up. Tell me what you think. If you've tried the original, put it side by side. If you've got a bottle of it, and tell me what you think of it. If you think it's shit, tell me. If you think it's close, tell me that too.
What about that strawberry?
Yeah.
Was it hard to find it? Did you start there?
Well,
by choosing the strawberry, or
no. That strawberry was. I didn't want to use it. I was trying to come up with a different version that didn't use the Health Cabin fresh strawberry, and you could probably substitute JF strawberry sweet or sweet strawberry. It works okay in it, but most strawberries to me has a real chemical kind of artificial kind of note to them. Almost all of them that I've tried. I don't particularly like strawberries, but on my Health Cabin kick that I've been on here lately, I picked up their fresh strawberry just to see what it was like, and it's really a good strawberry. It's like a mix between an authentic strawberry, it's got a kind of a candy vibe going on too, but it also has like a jamminess to it. And so with this recipe, I've got what, eight flavors in there, or 7 plus super sweet, and to get that same effect that I could get from the Health Cabin fresh strawberry, I would have had to use something like TPA ripe, maybe cap sweet strawberry, and then maybe anywhere shisha strawberry, and combine those to make that strawberry that I was looking for. But I didn't want to have 10 flavorings in the recipe, so I specifically wanted to find one strawberry, because the creams in here, there's four different creams in here, and that's a lot of creams to go in a recipe, especially for me, because I'm always afraid that I'm going to over flavor using one or 4 flavors that has similar notes in it. But every single one of those creams are necessary to make this taste like the original. So I didn't want to stack it too heavy with 30 strawberries.
You don't want to over cream it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I imagine that's a problem for you. You know what I mean? That piece you're walking around with. What about Wonder Flavors fresh strawberries? How different is it than that?
I'm not real familiar with the Wonder Flavors fresh strawberry.
I don't think you could have used it anyway, because it was one of the originals, and it might be a compound that's like stacked all the way to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it might already be too full.
Yeah, I think, as I recall, I haven't used it in a long time. There was one recipe that I mixed up recently that used it. I forget what it was. But when they first came out, I got them. I got the originals, and I tried it, and I really wasn't that impressed with it. It seemed a little weak or thin.
Yeah.
So when I think of strawberries, I don't normally think of Wonder Flavors, except I do like that their baked strawberry. It's nice.
Yeah. It's just, the only reason I'm even bringing it up is because they have the same name. So
yeah.
It's probably not even close. To be honest with you.
Yeah, and there's some people out there, and I'm not one of them, but there's some people out there that says Health Cabin is just rebranded stuff. Honestly, I have no clue. I don't know. If you can find if it is rebranded stuff, and you can find the company that makes this fresh strawberry, I'll say great. Go buy that instead of the Health Cabin. But I've never tasted a strawberry from any other company that has the taste of this strawberry. It's really good. It's worth getting just to try out. And
rebranded what? What do you hear? It's rebranded what?
I've heard that it's Hanson. I've heard
Okay.
yeah.
It's like umbop.
I don't know. I have no clue. I do know that there's several health cabin flavors that I've got that taste like nothing else that I've tried. Absolutely nothing. So
Heard that.
it's a little bit difficult to find, but you can find it at DIY Vapor Supply. They've got it. You can also go to the Health Cabin website.
Yeah,
And
right.
yeah,
It's a whole site.
just order it straight from them, and they
They have
ship
a lot
all
of stuff there, too.
they ship all over the world. I think right now they're out of stock of the fresh strawberry. So if you're not in the U.S. and you can't get it from DIY Flavor Supply, then just wait till it comes back in stock. It should be in stock because they keep it pretty regular.
Well, as they should be out of stock when you release a recipe. I expect every flavor to be out of stock.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not fucking around here.
Yeah.
We got to start calling them, letting them know.
I guess so.
Seriously, I mean, you're nailing it, killing it. I would say it's your probably some of your best work. Honestly, I honestly think that.
I would say it's probably my best strawberries and cream, for sure. But I haven't made that many strawberries and cream, so. But
I don't know. I'd put it up against you know how I feel about the Boss Reserve and the but I put it up there with that, honestly.
Wow. Cool.
In Mayan milk, I mean,
yeah.
Goddamn, Mayan milk is the best recipe ever written, as far as I'm concerned. It really is. I'm not bullshitting you either. It really is. It honestly is.
Well,
I said that the day you released it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. It really is.
Thank you. I like it. I vape it all the time.
Yeah, me too.
So Fidalgo has a question for you if there's any kind of close sub for it. And I think you answered that, right? The JF.
Jungle Flavor Sweet Strawberry is about the closest, but if you don't get that artificial kind of strawberry that I get from Jungle Flavors Sweet Strawberry, then go for it. Use it. And I would use it probably about the same percent, maybe a little bit less. About 2.
A little bit less.
About 2.5% maybe.
Okay. So.
But I mean, you can try it at 3. I think that's what the original is. 3, yeah, or not the original, but my recipe is 3. But yeah, try it out. Tell me what you think. If somebody can create a recipe like this from a commercial recipe, and if it's close enough to satisfy those kind of cravings, I mean, this stuff is like $25 for a 60 mil, I think.
Yeah. I'm all for it.
It's expensive. It's too much. It's too much. So that's why I like doing these clones to give people at least an option to make it yourself and try to save a little bit of money.
Yeah. I mean, this industry, we got enough problems, man. We got enough problems in this industry trying to fight everything out. They got to charge, 10,000% markup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for it. I'm all for the remixes because it's never going to be 1-to-1. You can get it as close, people, they're either going to like it or they're not. And, I don't know. I think giving them an option that's pretty close is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford it. No way.
Yeah. I mean, I go through 100 meals a week. That'd be, $30-$40 a week for me. That's too much.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. In the markup, we know what the markup is.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been up to this week. That and yard work. That's about it. What you been up to, not Chef?
Nothing crazy like this. What I did is I took the base from Tart 76, the same custard, cheesecake, and jungle flavor cookie base, and I had an old recipe that it was key lime pie. It was very old, so I wanted to update that recipe. I used the same base we use in Tart 76, and it's fantastic. I have to make some little tweaks before releasing the new recipe, but that cheesecake or tart using FA custard, with cheesecake and jungle flavors cookie is It's great.
That's
You can put anything to it.
It's a great combination. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. And then, well, with Max, we've been the other day just chatting. We were talking about doing something with mango, and I don't know what you did, Max. I did coconut mango. I wanted to try the Wonder Flavor Island Mango. I don't know if you tried that one.
I don't have
It's,
it.
it's not very good by itself, but using that in low percentages with Flavora mango makes a more real mango. It's, you find
How low?
Like 0.5%.
Yeah.
In Isla Mango, you have all the things that you don't want in a mango, but that you need it to be real. That kind of piney aftertaste. The part that is not so sweet and juicy from a mango. But combining those two, it makes a very real mango, for me at least. And then I use sweet coconut from Flavora and Flavor coconut. And I use part of the recipe from coconut milk. Was it, Max?
Coco de leche from
Coco de leche.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Cream fresh meringue. And it's pretty good. I think this week I'm going to release both recipes.
Well, if you can make that island mango work, I'll be a fucking impressed, man. Because I want to put a shoe on it. I mean, it's like
by itself,
like mango.
It's not good.
Yeah, I don't like mango, and it is like magnifies like the worst part of every every mango flavor that I don't like. If you can make that work, man, I'll be impressed. I believe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you, Max? Have you been mixing anything new?
Yeah, I've been playing around with some stuff. I was actually playing around with a lot of the recipe that we're going to be talking about later. I've been kind of diving into some more tobaccos, and I mixed up somewhat of a tropical thing, the same that Chef did. I did. I've been on a huge orange kick, so I did something like, I don't remember, it was like 1% FA blood orange with 0.75% sweet tangerine, and then I used some FE mango and Flavora mango, and then I think I put coconut in that one. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I did a few different versions, but I was just kind of feeling like a orange mango kind of mood. So I played around with that a little bit. I was thinking about putting nectarine in it, but I don't think I ended up doing that.
Yeah, you were going to use TPA nectarine.
Yeah. I don't think I ended up doing that though.
So
I don't remember.
Then we started playing Insurgency and
yeah, that's a good game.
So do y'all think that mango and peaches, the flavorings that we use, are very similar in flavor?
Super similar.
Yeah, I do too. That funk note is in all of them. It's also
it's more in the mango ones, but they're pretty damn close to each other. Like, that's why I think that they don't get mango right a lot, is because it just kind of ends up tasting like a peach.
Yeah.
That's why Delosi mango is so good. There's none of that.
Yeah, I still have to try that one. I do like FE mango. It's a little bit more piney, and it's not really funky. It's just kind of piney, and I like that. So, yeah, I do that. I also like to, in my all-day recipe, I push the FA blood orange pretty high, and everything is really piney in that recipe. So it doesn't bother me. If anybody's gonna use that for reference, that recipe, don't use it for reference, because it doesn't always work that way. It gets really, really kind of bitter.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, maybe that's the problem with mango. They try to make all the companies try to make a very smooth and easy to vape mango, and the real fruit is not always all sweet, smooth, and juicy. In a real fruit, you have parts that are not like that. The same with avocado.
Yeah.
When you have an avocado, it's not all the same flavor that nice when you eat it. You have that grease, that green part from the avocado that if you want to make the real thing, you need that part.
Yeah. I agree with that. I actually, a lot of people, they don't. What the fuck was that?
I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, yeah, but if we have the option, why would we put the shitty parts in?
I don't think those are shitty parts. I like a piney mango.
Well, but what he was saying is the not so pleasant parts of something like, if you want to make it real, like,
I don't know if pleasant.
Would we not?
It's more difficult to work with when you have all those different notes and off notes.
I don't think.
I'm saying, would you fix it? Would you want to make it? Would you want to make it good, or would you want to make it accurate? Is what I'm saying.
Well, you kind of can make it. What was that?
It depends on the profile you're going after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't. You don't want that.
I don't like. I don't really think Cap sweet mango is super accurate, but is it not a good flavor? No, it's a good flavor.
Yeah.
It's not something I always choose for a mango profile, but it's still a really good flavor. There's certain times where other ones fit in. Like I don't think FE mango is the best mango. I don't even think Flavora is the best mango, and I don't know. I need to try the Delosi one, but
well, that's what Delosi. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was it.
The Delosi one is just it's like all of the funky shit taken out. So that's what I'm saying. That's kind of what my question is. Is like that one's it's not. I don't think it's really accurate to a mango, but it's accurate to like a mango Kool-Aid. You know,
okay.
And it's like the best. It's the best part of the mangoes to me.
Oh, so it's more like a puree kind of thing.
Yeah, it's more like a Kool-Aid. It's like like when you drink that mango mucho mango, the Arizona one, the one that I made that recipe from. That's exactly what it is. And I don't know. I don't think I would throw the parts I don't like in a mango in that, just to make it more accurate.
I like the funky parts, but I kind of like flavors like that. It doesn't bother me. I love pink guava. I like the passion fruit from Wonder Flavors. I like the papaya from Wonder Flavors. I welcome the funk.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was just gonna say. Those are the flavors I can't stand. I can't stand the pink guava, the not jackfruit, but like that passion fruit. Like it's passion fruit, pink guava, peach. I can tolerate peach, but
peach isn't funky.
Kind of. No. Sometimes it has something. Sometimes the flavorings have it. I like all these fruits in real life, though. So, don't get me wrong. I like them all. I don't like the way they do the tropical fruits in concentrates a lot of times. I think they try to get like. I don't know.
I'm the opposite. Those are my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Flavora?
Really
tropical stuff.
Yeah.
I think they may try to go a little too accurate. Like they want to put the skin in, the fleshy part, everything.
I mean, I think the funkiest flavor, but I don't think a lot of people would like that flavor, the Flavora Guanabana. I love
that one.
Really? That one's really funky.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not like socky. It doesn't smell like a sock.
It's a different funk note than what's in the other ones, which is I don't like that apparently. Yeah. I never knew I didn't like it, but
Yeah, I like the Guanabana. I think that's a pretty if I want funk, I throw that in there to kick up that funk, yo. Get all funky fresh on you.
Get that funk.
Yeah, that's my little cheat code. I use a little bit of Guanabana on there. Yeah, especially with pineapple. I like it with pineapple. I like it with peach. If you ever have a peach that's not gross enough, little Guanabana, just sprinkle a little bit of that on there. And that's my jam. Guanabana. Como Diaz.
Guanabana.
Guanabana.
I learned Spanish last night.
Yeah.
That
Yes, you
was
did.
fun.
All the cuss
Next-
words.
Next Tuesday, Max is going to show you a few things about learning another language.
Is that really gonna go in there?
Yes, for sure.
Oh, cool.
I missed out on that last night. I wasn't there during the recording, so it'll be exciting for me to see for the first time too.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
Dad wasn't home, so
Well, I did all right, right? Well, like, what would my grade be? Like, a solid like B minus maybe. No, I failed it.
no, B minus. Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay,
depends
cool.
What you wanted to say?
I wanted to say the sentence you gave me.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, perfect.
A woman
Yeah.
got her legs ripped off, right?
Yeah.
He
No,
didn't
that's
just
not
give
what he
that to
said.
me. That was an
That's-
article.
That's what he said. He goes, today in Argentina, lady comes down to beach. Her toes and neck and arms get ripped off by dog.
I'm not Russian. I'm
He's-
not Russian.
Whatever you are, it doesn't matter. The point of the story is that the lady was at the beach and got her neck and her toes and her arms ripped off by a fucking dog on the beach. Not a shark, a dog.
Why did we start talking about that?
I
last
don't
night?
know, because she was so fascinated with that story, and so was I.
No, you know why? Because you are so afraid of animals.
I'm afraid of the ocean.
In
Because you should be too.
Australia, everywhere.
Yeah, you go in the ocean? Do you?
What?
You go in the ocean?
Yeah, of course.
No,
Why?
you don't. Well, of course.
Why you go in the ocean, man?
Yeah, you're like one of like.
Why
You're gonna
not?
get because it's a disaster waiting to happen. That's why.
Hey. I live in Argentina. The
Yeah, I know
safest
you're trying to
place
escape.
in Argentina is the ocean.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I wouldn't go to Argentina either. I certainly would try to escape.
V-Dog says adopt, don't shop. Yeah, tell that to the lady who got all of her limbs ripped off at the beach.
Yeah,
I would tell her to start shopping around.
why is the dog ripping her to pieces on the beach? What is going? You can't get anywhere near the ocean. It's dangerous.
Yeah, it
Shit.
makes people go crazy. It's the tides, it's
does.
everything. Everything just doesn't sync up. It's like that tarot card reading. Everything is terrifying.
Dude, that tarot card reading was amazing. It was awesome.
I
You
disagree.
bastards. Yeah, me too. No shit. What's wrong with you guys? You guys leave me there with that. Oh,
You didn't leave her. You left.
I left. You
We
didn't
left.
get to-
We left
didn't-
you with her. You left.
There was
I
there
know.
was an emergency, as I recall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were seeing
Oh.
ghosts. And you guys got off the fucking phone.
No,
Oh.
we stayed. We stayed there.
Yeah.
You left. Also, you're the one who let her into your apartment.
Bro,
So,
I was trying to be
Kind of
nice.
all on you.
I was trying to be nice. We had some questions about some things. It made perfect fucking sense to me
Okay,
to get
so
a tarot card reader. What's wrong
right,
with
no,
that?
that makes total sense. But in
Yeah.
the future, which
I wouldn't know
hopefully-
because she didn't tell me.
well, she doesn't tell you your future.
Well, that's what she was
That's the
doing. That was
shittiest
her whole
part
gig.
about it. She doesn't even tell you your future.
Oh,
She told
oh,
us
she
that right off the
does.
bat. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but that was just her covering her ass ability reasons. Her friend, her fruit bag friend, is the one, nutcake friend, is the one she comes over. She starts screaming about ghosts. She's like, I see apparitions in here, which I've been terrified since of every single thing in this place because now there's apparitions in here apparently. She saw them and she goes, I've seen them my whole life. You see them as static and your TV, and I see them as people. And that statement has just been going over my head over and over again since she said it.
Graham,
Are
You
you,
didn't see
sure?
her.
Graham, are you
No, I'm
seeing
not
dead
sure.
people?
No, I'm not seeing anything. It was her. But now
I'm
it freaks
pretty
me
sure-
out 'cause, like,
His apartment is probably just dusty, and she's like, "Oh, I see dead people." It's just like dust flying around in the room, and she's like, "Oh yeah, there's
Yeah, but-
another one."
yeah, but the point is,
She saw a cobweb, and then she like
I didn't see
really
anything.
got spooked.
she was totally freaked out. I think she might have had a mental issue.
Yeah, I think.
I'm not sure. Yeah, like both of them might have.
Do an after midnight show and invite her.
No.
Ooh,
And
spooky.
No, that's
Please
not
stay.
happening again.
I'm,
Because
I'm
she-
never inviting her anywhere ever again.
Yeah, you should
Scared me.
probably stay away from her. How did you find her? Did
None
she
of your
find you?
Yeah.
She found you
She was going door to door.
door to door. So she was a door to door.
Door to door tarot
future
card
self.
reader.
Oh,
No, she's a real legit tarot card reader. And we
oh,
had
well, of
questions about
course,
things,
because that's what they do. They go
Well-
door to door and they try to tell you your future.
and you guys got
What-
content out of it, which is what I was doing.
What'd you
You
say,
guys got a
Folkart?
story.
What did I say?
Folkart?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, did somebody say something? Oh, I think I'm hearing spirits now.
Yeah, it was the patron saint conquistador over there. He said something.
Oh,
What'd you say, Chef? Oh, now you.
About what?
What'd you say? All right, this is getting uncomfortable.
this
I'm gonna bring
fucking chucklehead right here.
It's chucklehead. Oh,
Hey,
I'm bringing back the fortune teller. She did not like to be called a fortune teller. She didn't like you at all, to be honest with you, Max.
Me or Max?
Yeah,
Max.
Max. She hated Max. She
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
she made a little doll afterwards. It had red hair.
head red hair.
I'm not saying it was you. I'm just saying.
Did it kind of look Jewish?
Yeah, a little bit. It was like, like when she'd stick it with a pin. Yeah, I don't think she liked you at all.
Wait, Max, you had really bad stomach problems this week, right?
That's what she was doing.
No
Yeah, but that's
shit.
just my entire life.
Yeah, well, maybe she's
Oh.
been around. She hated you.
Mhm.
She kept saying, "Why is that little guy over there keep fucking with me?"
Well,
And then she pinched me. I don't know what the
How-
deal was.
puts me out of my misery. I've been waiting for it. So I'm
No,
just
she's not going to do that.
I'm
she said
trying
she
to
had-
find the right one to piss off, and I think I found it.
Well, why do it when I'm there and then I'm by myself with her in the room alone?
You
Her
brought
friend's
this-
seeing ghosts.
You
Yeah,
did
but I'm
this.
trying to be nice.
No, you did this, Graham.
I did. I'm trying to be
You
nice.
deserve
You know what?
everything that happened.
I'll get a tarot card reader come in, tell us our future, and everything it'll work out. And then you're just over there pestering her. I don't get it.
You really want to kill me? Don't hire a hitman. Get a tarot card reader.
She
That'll-
was large. She was quite large as well. And I was,
Well, I was the rude one.
I didn't tell. I was scared. I didn't tell her anything
You
like
should
that.
be
I was very
scared.
polite.
You should be
I know, I
scared.
was.
man.
I was.
What
She
was
was
she
terrifying.
drinking like a fucking gallon of
Coconut.
tea? She
Of
was
what?
drinking a coconut. She was not drinking a coconut. She had like a gallon of something in her legs.
Yeah, it was
That
a
was
ga-
water
it was,
on the ankle.
it was a gallon milk jug of some sort or something.
Oh,
wasn't it?
She,
I
she's just
see,
walking
I
around
see.
drinking milk.
Yeah.
No, it
114
wasn't
degrees.
milk.
What
It was
was?
114 degrees out here. It was iced tea.
Why did you
And
keep
eggnog.
Yeah, I see.
It was
Right,
eggnog.
right.
Well, she kept having like that cigarette hanging out of her mouth, and you just see Graham's hand. I think we talked about this last week. You just see a hand come in from the corner and just lighting her cigarettes from a
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
She fucking scared me. I was trying to be
How
nice.
fun is having Graham in the group? Because he can call you at 2 a.m. in the morning. You don't know if it is. It could be that he has a great deal with a company and there to talk with the owner of the company.
Yeah.
That he does those things, or it could be a tarot reader or a belly dancer or whatever.
Or sometimes he just wants to hang
You never
out.
know.
It's like
We never
he can really sell stuff. He should be the one going door to door because the way that he can sell something as being really important, like he'll hit me up sometimes, like in the middle of the night when he knows I go to bed
Did
early.
you shut your mouth? What are you doing? What are you doing?
He just hits me up with this important information, and I come back. He's like, "Hey, so what's going on? How you doing?" It's nothing. Just hanging out. Why do you do
That's
that?
why, because you never know. I like to fuck with. I like to keep you on your toes. You know,
Oh.
with
I love it
you.
when Graham says,
We
"Hey,
never know.
I'm sorry." No, Jeff, go ahead.
that we never know with you. It's not the other way about. We never
No,
know if
yeah,
it's just, hey guys, how are you? Or you have a deal, or you have
yeah.
fucking magician. That,
Hey, listen, it's 24 hours. We're a global economy. You guys want to, be movers and shakers. If the owner of a company wants to talk to you at 3 a.m., I got a call.
Well, I'm gonna start hitting you up when I'm awake. Then
Do it. Do it.
you're never around.
I'm always around.
You basically tell me to fuck off.
Yeah, get a hint. Maybe you should do that. But you'll never know because maybe it could be a deal or something. I mean, I don't know. But it's up to you. Do what you want. I don't care.
Graham
Just
keeps
don't miss
my
out
life-
on things.
Graham keeps my life so much more interesting, and I appreciate him for that.
I wish it was like that. I'm over here ready to Everything's collapsing around me.
You saying
guys
that
are having
you
a
wish
great.
it was mutual?
No, I mean, I enjoy that one thing you did. You remember
One
when
thing
you almost bought a haunted house? That was
Oh yeah,
maybe the greatest thing of all time. But goddamn, I wish you would have bought that haunted house.
me too. I was stoked on it.
How low did they go? About 32,000?
No,
How low?
it's still on the market.
You mean to tell me there's still a haunted house on the market where you're in your neighborhood that I could buy?
It's not a haunted house, and it's
It's most definitely a haunted house.
no, it's not.
But it is though, because
Nah,
why else would it be 32,000 in a
It
neighborhood?
is a haunted
Because-
house. Farm.
Some say that a lady got all of her limbs ripped off by a dog after going to the beach in that house.
Trying to escape Argentina. I get it.
Okay, that sounds like a great segue to get into our recipe.
Yeah, I had to bring it full
What
circle, man.
do you think?
Yeah. I was just trying to bring it full circle, you know?
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, I don't know if I had a couple weird experiences this week. No one asked me. For fun.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Nah, I didn't. I actually did. I had a weird experience. This girl called me in the morning. Like, you ever had anybody like threatening to kill themselves to you? Like, not because they like anything that has to do with you, but they're like calling you to depend on. Like, this girl's barking up the wrong tree because I don't have training for that at all. But that like happened. I don't think she. I know she wasn't going to do it. But have you ever been in that position? Not to bring it completely fucking to a screeching halt, but I mean,
No, but
That happened.
you really brought the mood down.
I'm sorry. Tell me, have you had that happen? Because you think that brought my mood down this week.
No.
It's a very odd thing to have happen.
I can say no, I haven't.
She was
saying she was going to do it right there on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've actually had that kind of happen to me before.
What'd you do?
A couple times. I talked to this one guy and he was like ready to do it, and I talked him down from it. But then about 3 months later, he did it anyway.
Did he?
Yeah.
See, that's what I worry about, man. That's what I worry about because, like I know that you're not supposed to I don't even know what you're supposed to do, but she was saying she was going to do it, and she had this cup, and she's like put all these like pills in it, but it was like aspirin, I think, or something. But she was saying I'm going to do it, and then she started drinking, and I hung up. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do, but I called like people that knew her like there, and I guess they went over there. But like, I don't know. What do you do? I don't know. Like, I guess you can't stop someone if you're on the phone, but this whole face-to-face like FaceTime thing is making it real weird. Like, a lot of weird shit can happen.
Yeah.
Made me nervous, man. Made me really, really, really nervous.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to do for next time. I don't know if that was the right move or not.
Man, it's hard. It's kind of hard to know what to do in a situation like that. But all you can do is just, try to talk to them. But if somebody's going to do it, they're going to do it.
Yeah, it's kind
But it just, it seems depression can be a horrible fucking thing, man. And if you throw in drugs with that too, it just compounds it, and it's hard. It's when you're in that kind of situation, you don't see no way out. But
yeah. What? Yeah, seems like it's getting worse too. Like more and more people are acting like that.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
I know it. But
Crazy.
things don't last forever. Even depression. You gotta just.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going.
All right, so let's check the recipe out.
Yeah.
Segue. The fuck was I thinking?
Okay, talking about depression.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are we doing? This
What
recipe
do
is
you want
surprising. It's surprising to me.
This
to say?
this recipe really depressed me
Why?
It's depressing.
because we couldn't figure it out.
It's not that hard, man. Like I said, it's always going to be good. It might not be perfect, but it's always good.
Yeah, but
Do you want to try to fix it now?
I mean,
We can.
we can talk about it, sure. If we want to try to fix
Take
it.
suggestions.
But, there was a few suggestions that people made comments on the video that we put out Tuesday. And does anybody have the developed YouTube page pulled up where they can read the comments? I don't have them up right now.
I could do that for you.
But there was one or two that suggested. There was two people that suggested an Inawera flavoring, and I'd never heard of it.
Which
that I forget what it was. Maybe Max can find it there in the comments.
I mean, it's so popular. There's so many.
Yeah,
Comments.
yeah, I know. But for me, this mix, and I'm just going to show the first version that we come up with. Simple recipe. I mean, you would think coffee and a tobacco wouldn't be that hard, and it's really not hard. But what I was looking for was like a bolder kind of coffee note. And personally, I don't have a whole lot of really good coffees to work with. I don't have Wonder Flavors Brazilian coffee. It should be here tomorrow. We talked about using that. But what I did have, and what we all had, was the roasted Wonder Flavors Roasted Pecans and Cream, which is not what it says on the bottle. It's a coffee. And for this mix, even at 3%, it just really, for me, the coffee wasn't coming through enough.
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
This guy, a couple people actually. Inawera Kawa, never heard of it.
Yeah.
Couple people recommended it. Another guy said lose the milk and honey, use Vape Train coffee milk froth at 2% and upwards. Just a thought. And somebody said DNB. And the problem is with DNB is we don't want it to be super dirty. And when you use something like that, like this is another reason why I wouldn't necessarily like say to use native, because too much earthiness in coffee just makes it bring out more of those off notes in a coffee. Have you guys got that before?
Yeah.
Who said we didn't want it dirty? Speak for yourself, amigo.
I mean, it just kind of feels like it's coffee brewed with tobacco.
It's like it's like sugar smacks and a cigarette. I get it.
And we also talked about using Vape Train coffee froth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but it's not really it's not a coffee. It's just like that the frothy, I guess milk
cappuccino.
froth milk that's on top of a cappuccino, right?
Yeah.
With a spoon of butter on it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
bulletproof.
very buttery, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily what you want to do with a tobacco. It could get there's stuff that you gotta play around with tobaccos. You gotta worry about, like, is it too damp? You don't want it to get too damp, and you don't want it to be too. It's all a balancing act. It's like that with everything. But when you're working with two profiles that are so hard, it's just you can't. You got to really worry about that coffee note. You want it to come out, but you don't want it to get really, really like dirty and just too much.
Well, so many coffees have that burnt popcorn note, right?
Yeah, that was the problem I had with the Brazilian, but it goes away.
Yeah, it fades. Yeah.
It wasn't.
And
yeah.
Raven is saying the same. I don't know if it is the same from the comment. He's saying that 2% coffee milk froth has a nice coffee note. I have to try it.
The coffee milk froth has a coffee note?
Yeah, I have to try it again because...
Yeah, I never got coffee from it.
Yes,
No.
I've heard some people say that they can pick it up, but I don't really pick it up in it. It's just...
In what?
The Vape Train coffee milk froth.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, it's like a bulletproof coffee almost, like a bulletproof, like the addition to a bulletproof coffee, right? Like what you would put in it to make bulletproof.
Yeah. There was also a comment about Vape Train coffee liqueur.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I actually like that one. It's just you're gonna get booze in there too, and like how many things do you want to really play around with? I think
Why not add booze? If it
could.
works, I mean, if it helps us, if it bridges it, you know. How many of there's a lot of Wonder Flavors coffees that may work. There's one that I can't remember. It's not the crispy. There's another one that what about the coffee cake? You guys try that? Try that? Where'd that come from?
The coffee cake, I haven't tried it extensively because I just got it, but it does it's a coffee cake as in like a Argentina how do you say Argentinian
Argentinian, yeah,
German.
yeah.
coffee cake where it has actual coffee flavor in it. So yeah, I mean it's got that coffee note, but it also brings that kind of cakey note too. I don't know if that.
Yeah, the same with Boston cream pie from Capella.
Mm.
The coffee there is great, but you're going to have that cake note.
Mm.
I don't know if we want that.
Well, there was a couple people in the chat here that suggested the Flavora Biscotti, and we did talk about that too. And did we try that in any of the versions, or we just talked about it?
We talked about it. It's not a bad idea. It's just there's also that bakery note.
Yeah. Does it have kind of some type of a cinnamon kind of a note in there or something?
There is a spice. I don't know.
Wouldn't the cakes dry it out, like where you would need it to go into the? You want it to dry, right? Like
Not
the cake
super dry though. Like
but
you want,
yeah, like the coffee cake and the biscotti would dry it out enough that you'd be able to like bridge it, you know.
but it's not like the coffee part. It's more of like the coffee cake. You're getting like what we wanted, like coffee, cream, tobacco.
Mm.
We didn't really want that bakery note. That bakery note is like it's fine in there. I feel like roasted pecans and cream is so close.
It's not working though, right?
It just wasn't enough. And I think in one of the versions, was that that was the second version that we tried, I believe. I'll pull it up here. So in this one, we went up to 4% on the. Did I just spit all over everybody?
No.
Whoa. We're not here with you, right?
Okay. We use the Wonder Flavors roasted pecans and cream at 4%, and it still for me wasn't enough coffee. And we also introduced the TPA RR4 double in there. And I have to say, all of these versions that we did, I liked them. I liked them all. They were all really good, solid recipes. It just wasn't what I think we were going for.
Yeah, a big problem with this, as much as I like milk and honey, I really like it lower because it really can muddy up a mix, especially like this kind. So I don't think 1% was the right percentage for it. I think that something a little bit closer to like 1/4 to 0.5%, because I like milk and honey. To me, in certain mixes is kind of like a coffee creamer, but sometimes it's too much. And in this one, it was just too much. It was destroying a lot of the texture, and it was kind of swamping out everything. You could get the tobacco to come out, but it was just destroying the coffee that you would get from the roasted pecans and cream.
Mm-hmm. Have y'all ever? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nachif.
I don't remember how it was with the 0.25 Connecticut shade. That was the coffee in it.
I thought it was better.
Yeah. So I think our last version that we tried was this one, where we switched out the sweet and smoky with. No, I'm sorry. We just added the Connecticut shade to the first version that we did at 0.25%, and of all the three, I think this was the best for me.
I agree. I think that it doesn't change the tobacco too much. It doesn't really even add that much more tobacco. It just adds that much more to the coffee. It's kind of a bridge between the two. So I do like that, but I think if anything, the cream needs more work. We keep focusing on the coffee part of it, and I think that milk and honey was just the wrong cream or just too much of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is it possible that it's getting buried, the coffee? That maybe it's not, that there's not enough, but there's too much of something else?
I think it's too much milk and honey. At 1%, I mean, it's too much.
So why don't we drop it? Or go up on the coffee, but I don't think it needs to go up on the coffee.
I don't think it does either. I think like a 3 to 4% roasted pecans and cream is a pretty good one. A good percentage to stick around, and then
Yeah.
just lay in the cream a little bit. I was thinking maybe like 1% of the what was that? The coffee milk froth with milk and honey. I think that's pretty good.
But then we're just dumping on top of milk and honey again.
No,
Right?
because the difference between 1/4% and 1% is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah. But I okay, I got you.
Milk and honey can really like ruin some.
Yeah,
texture.
I misunderstood what you said.
Emily is saying about the Wonder Flavors smooth cappuccino and cream. I haven't tried that one.
Yeah. She's dead on. That's the one. That's actually the one that I was thinking of. The Wonder Flavors one that I was thinking of. You should try it.
Yeah, that sounds like an excellent idea, actually.
Does it have any kind of off notes, like like most?
You could kill a cream with that too. Like get one of the creams out of there using that.
Okay.
Yeah.
A really good. Go ahead.
Maybe we can do 0.25 Connecticut shade, 0.5% of milk and honey, 3% roasted pecans and cream, 2% sweetened smoky tobacco, and maybe add that cappuccino and cream.
Well, I mean, if that even does all the parts that we need, it might even be simpler, more simpler, whatever.
As if it was not as simple enough.
Simpler.
Yeah.
Take his word for it.
A lot of people were saying like lower the milk and honey, which I do agree. I think it's too high. I think
you bust this out and finish it in 6 minutes.
I just re-wicked and put
So what do you think?
cantaloupe on it.
Let's try it. Cantaloupe coffee and cream. Sounds good.
We'll take some of these suggestions and see if we can't just bang this thing out sometime this week or something. Maybe we won't even do an episode on it. We'll just maybe put the recipe out or something.
Yeah. I don't think you guys are going to want to see us try to mix it right now because it gets kind of boring.
Yeah, it does. It does. That's
Maybe
why it takes us 3 hours of video to come up with 15 minutes of episode. So y'all don't want to see that.
But people who have like Emily knows, she's been on the show. A lot of it is us fucking bullshitting.
Oh yeah.
That's not true.
Oh, okay.
At all.
There's been several people that have mentioned like adding some type of a chocolate note, and that interests me because the times that I've tried to build a coffee, I've often used some type of a chocolate note to help bolster those coffees. Do y'all do that?
Like which chocolate? That crispy coffee from Wonder Flavors is a chocolate. It's like a candy bar. It's a Canadian coffee candy bar.
Yeah, and I actually tried that in one of my versions, I think, just to see what it would do, and it did quite well. It was fine, but it still wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I think if you're going to add some type of a chocolate, add a bad chocolate. I know that sounds weird, but
that makes sense.
But you want to use something that is kind of bitter, kind of like cocoa or something. Even FA cocoa, but use it like really, really low.
But you have red burley. And red burley has that I've done that before with I have that mixed public too. The unholy. I just tell people add whatever you want to add to an RY4. You can add a coffee to it or whatever. It uses milk and honey, red burley, native. And I just tell people to add a small percent of the coffee for the same reason about like playing with that like dirtiness. You don't want to get too much. So if you're going to go into tobacco, I would use like a tobacco that has kind of a chocolate coffee note to it. And I'd either say red burley or Connecticut shade.
That makes sense.
What about that white chocolate with the chocolate? You know, the new white chocolate from Wonder Flavors. That's got like a
Yeah, I don't think unless you're wanting like a really creamy coffee.
Well,
I don't.
I'm just thinking because it gets split. We can take the cream and the chocolate, you know, from that. But I mean,
Yeah, for me, it's not really chocolate though. It's more of just a white, heavy cream. To me it doesn't really have a chocolate note to it. It's just white.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just white.
You don't get chocolate from that?
It's just white, heavy cream. Yeah.
It reminds
me
me
a lot of chocolate from that.
Really?
It
yeah,
just reminds me of Devon Cream.
But even more chocolatey than Devon Cream, I think. Like Shindo swears that it's the
Cream's
same flavor,
really
but I don't think so. Well,
I think
the
so.
Vape Train Devon Cream.
I think for sure that it enhances chocolates.
Yeah.
But I don't for me personally, I don't get a heavy chocolate note from it. It's just it's.
Well, I'm broken. I mean.
Well, no, I could be broken too. I don't know. We all pick up different stuff, but it is super rich.
DIY Down Under is saying Flavora chocolate Deutsch. Isn't there a coconut note?
There's a coconut note, and it's a little too like fudgy,
cookie,
and dry,
cakey. But that might work though, it's dry.
Yeah, I hate
the coconut kills it.
I hate to disagree with Pippa, but I'm not a fan of that flavor.
Yeah,
I get a lot of mustiness from it, a lot.
I mean, you could cover that up with a tobacco, but they're just
maybe in a chocolate cake or something like that. But
yeah,
that's it.
It's just like Red Burley already kind of does that. Raven Shadow says TFA Ruby chocolate. Folkart, you told me about
that.
It's
a raspberry.
Yeah.
Isn't that a fruit note?
Yeah.
Raspberry chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it might work with princess cake. It's in a totally separate, unrelated recipe.
Pippa also said Flavor West hazelnut.
Yeah, maybe.
Could.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of like a creaminess to it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, yeah. Like I could see that working. It would be like a hazel. It would accentuate the shit out of the hazelnut though. In the wait, did we use the hazelnut cream or it was pecan cream, right?
I mean, with that chocolate Deutsch though, Shindo used it in the Black Forest, and that's kind of the same thing. But you're talking about a different kind of chocolate. You got the Red Burley in there. You got Tatanka in there. It's already kind of wet. You got a lot of things. Like that recipe works. It's not one of my favorites, but it does work. And then you've also got the fruit to kind of cover up some of the off notes of the chocolate Deutsch. It works there. I don't think it's the right choice for a coffee.
And that chocolate, what was it called? Forest cake? That's a tobacco, right?
Black Forest tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
He used that combination that Dave came up with Red Burley and cured, and then he added Tatanka, TFA cherry extract, and chocolate Deutsch. I'm pretty sure.
Is that a Trinity?
Fucking Trinity's got.
I'm so done with the Trinities. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What's Sin talking about? My Aries moon. What's she talking about even?
Who?
I don't know. It's why I can't put the chat on because I get distracted. Sin's over there talking about Aries moon rising from somewhere. I have no idea what she's talking about. But Eritrea is talking about God knows what and whatnots.
Yeah, she's insane.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that's crazy lady.
But
crazy lady.
What's funny is I got the I got the chat up from a whole different show.
Cool.
I'm sitting here watching. I'm going,
way to produce the show, Graham.
I'm like, they're watching. They're wearing different clothes.
I just love.
You hear it. Oh, that's so.
I just love how Graham puts 100% of himself into our show.
I'm
you know?
watching last week's last week's show and this week's show, and I'm reading the chat from last week's show, asking her what the hell she's talking about. Oh,
the tattooed vapor. Has anybody used Flavora Sweet and Smoky? We did in this recipe.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as a solo, yes, it's one of my favorite solo flavors at 3%.
Yeah.
I love it. 60-40, higher nicotine at 3%. It's one of my favorite tobaccos solo. Check it out.
I've been answering the chat for 30 minutes. I keep answering questions from the last week's chat.
You know it.
My God. I just realized you're wearing something different. Thank God you were wearing something different. Kind of. I mean, you still wear the same uniform every day, but I'm talking about like
uniform. Who's wearing a uniform here?
That's your uniform. What are you talking about?
My uniform?
Yeah, we all have a uniform. It's all black.
I'm pretty sure that like me and Chef are just like cartoon characters. We just wear black shirts and like hats.
You don't see that we're all in a black uniform?
Wow, we are all wearing black, aren't we?
But you change it.
I do have a print on. So
what's that?
You have
say?
Got it.
Black T-shirt or the Jungle Flavors shirt.
Yeah, I only have 3 shirts. I have the black chefs, the white chefs, and then the Jungle Flavors. Yeah, I would only have one had it not been for Chefs Flavors giving me these shirts. So
he showed up to the convention naked.
And Jungle Flavors giving you that shirt.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Jungle.
Yeah, they came right up. They were like, "This guy cannot be in here." He didn't have his glasses on. He didn't have nothing on. He's just walking around that convention butt naked.
Actually, I think they got that shirt out of the Lost and Found. So.
Yeah. Well,
which one?
Who lost
Jungle
it?
Flavors?
Yeah, the Jungle Flavors shirt.
I love that shirt. I think it's a great shirt.
Folkart was naked at the convention. Did you hear that? You hear what I said there?
No, I wasn't. I was wearing pants that didn't have no ass in it.
Yeah, he looked like Huckleberry Finn. He came walking up with short shorts on. Oh yeah, fuck this.
Well, I'm really glad I didn't go to that convention.
that one died on the vine. I left it.
That was kind of crazy.
Thanks for picking it up for me, guys. Nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna answer in the fucking chat 3 weeks ago.
Just go back on the other chat and answer questions, okay?
I was doing much better with that.
Oh man.
Well, this one goes
so what are we doing next week, guys? What are we going to be talking about? I have no clue what y'all did last night when y'all recorded. So
I learned Spanish. What else did we? I learned Spanish. I think I got a solid B-. You could drop me off any Spanish-speaking country, and I could
maybe East LA, not like Mexico. You couldn't make it in Mexico. Like East LA, maybe.
Lo siento.
Lo siento, gracias, amigo.
Gracias, amigo.
Holy shit!
And what?
You know
what I mean.
Playa. That's how you say it. What does that mean?
I'm gonna turn a dog loose on you.
Does that mean plate? That means beach?
Yeah.
Yes, you didn't hear the playa
Playa means beach?
El Doggo, Ripo, Ladio, away from Placo.
Oh, I hate the beach. I hate the playa.
Stop waving your little T-Rex arms around, dude. I don't like to see that at all. You look like a little miniature arm. What are you, a velociraptor?
Yeah. I'm the littler one. That's the little one, right?
Table. You're like your little miniature T-Rex. You see a T-Rex that's got arms.
Yeah, I'm in a high chair right now.
You're just a little man.
Yeah.
Don't ever raise the roof again, ever.
Playa.
It looks like he's trying to flag down a vehicle or something.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. But it's like an RC vehicle. Playa. Get to the beach.
And then hard plastic wheels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, those are floaties. He's gonna go to the beaches. Get out of here.
So that's what we're doing next week.
Oh.
Okay, we did this that one with Dave. I didn't eat.
Huh?
He's going to be here, I guess.
Yeah.
Next week.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. We don't know.
Surprise.
Yeah, we'll see.
Surprise, Daddy 10
I think is that a finished recipe? Yeah, right?
Yeah. Well, it's probably got a steep, but I think it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna see how it steeps though.
I really feel bad that I wasn't able to join that, but because I've really been chasing that profile, and I don't want to talk about it too much, but I've been chasing it for a very long time.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad too because we had to fire you last night.
Yeah, but then everything fell apart today, and you had to rehire me. So
Yeah, we're
That's true.
like we're hired. Come on.
You do run the stream, so
yeah,
we were like, "Oh fuck, this is embarrassing. We have to ask him to come back."
He's got the stream key.
yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty much. This is we kick each one of us out if we didn't. Yeah. I'm starting to feel like I'm on the island, guys.
The island? You're afraid of the beach. You better not be on the island.
I am afraid of the beach.
Playa.
Be on
the you gotta be on the playa.
I hate your arms.
I think it's the camera angle because they look super long.
No, it's not. It's not. No, to you.
They don't look super long.
Angle. No, they don't. They look miniatures. Fuck, they look like.
You sure?
Look like yes. Have you ever seen a T-Rex? You look like if you fell, you would hit your face first.
Graham, they're extinct. I haven't seen them. Not for a long time.
Well, listen here.
Well, I said the same when you were shaking the bottle yesterday because you do it like this.
Yeah, he does. Like you.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
I shake it. I do shake it sideways, but I shake it like that.
Yeah. Can you look
I do not
hand?
shake it like this.
Yeah, you do. It hits you in the chin.
How do you even do that with your hand? Show them what you're doing.
Yeah,
well, you gotta talk.
Like a fucking clown. Like, okay, there
like
is
a
no.
fucking clown. A clown.
It looks like your hand is broken. How do you like this? How do you do that?
You are so goddamn uncoordinated. What are you doing? Look
Me?
at you. Yes, you. Look at you. You can't even do it right. He can do it right because he has like an athletic bone in his body somewhere.
I shake it.
Look at you. Look
Nah.
at you. Can you reach your waist?
My waist?
Can you button your own pants?
What kind of question is that? Can I reach my?
No,
I walk around everywhere without pants on. No,
you can't tie your own shoes. I know you. You tell me you tie your own shoes. There's not a chance you can tie your own shoes.
I can tie my own shoes. I can tie anybody's shoes.
Your fingers do not go past your belly button if they go to your feet. I promise you. There's no way. You're not. You're disproportionate.
Show him.
You're like a reverse midget.
I'm not gonna show him. What? You're gonna make me tie my shoes on camera?
Stand
You're
up.
calling me out right now?
You'd still be in frame. Come on, stand up.
No, I wouldn't still be in frame, and I'd have to be embarrassing. I'd have to jump off of my high chair.
Oh my god. Your arms. Take your arms. Is there a reach advantage, you think, when you box somebody, or what? What's going on there? Yeah.
Pretty short reach advantage.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have the advantage.
No, probably not. Like, what's an average reach?
People are saying stop making fun of the handicapped.
You need a fucking parking pass. Because I know you can't drive. Sitting on a phone book.
I can't drive. I can drive. I fit in my Honda Fit.
He's in a fit. He's in a fit. Holy shit.
It's called Fit because I fit.
Oh my god. There's some special shoes.
All right, so that was fun.
Yeah. So there's been a few people asking about Alfred. Alfred is still on our planet. I do know that because I talked to him like 2 days ago.
He's still plugged in.
He's still plugged in.
He's in an Apple car.
He's what?
What the fuck did you just say?
Changing batteries.
I have no clue what he said still.
I like how Graham can roast everybody, eh? He turns around on him, but he gets all bent out of shape, though.
Show your face.
For 3 weeks.
Yeah, show your face and then
3
we'll
weeks.
talk, okay, buddy?
3 weeks about... Look, my picture's right there. Thank you very much.
Your
3
picture's
weeks
not
we'll
even
talk about
working. You can't figure anything out. You haven't had a good mic since we started. You've been answering questions on the wrong chat.
Listen, Bonaducci. Listen, Bonaducci with T-Rex on. Let's get out of here.
Oh, now we're gonna get out.
Oh yeah, now he's ready to go.
Okay, did we even do the update?
I don't know. You tried to read the paper in front of your face and it didn't reach. You did. You stopped it around your tits. Your mantis. Little mantis.
What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? Alfred, You talked to Alfred 2 days ago.
I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm
I talked to him. He's still in the process of moving. He's getting ready to go back to
Why
school
don't I believe you?
or something. I don't know where he's moving to. I have no clue. We haven't forgot about him for the most part. He's still he's still here. He'll be back just as soon as he can. So yeah.
The update's almost finished.
Yeah. So
All right.
Yeah.
Is that it? We out of here?
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Enough.
Thanks everybody for showing up to the roast. We'll see you guys for the
Matt took a
episode.
short end of the stick. Go ahead. It's out of here.
Can
Make
we
it
just
snappy.
kick Graham from the fucking thing or mute him or what? I'm trying to end the show and he has
I'm sorry. I have
he's
nothing to offer.
producing. What the fuck
Yeah,
is
I'm
he doing?
projecting. I have nothing to offer. That's what I do.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.